Vitamin B5, also known as pantothenic acid, is one of the unsung heroes of human metabolism. While it may not always receive the same attention as other B vitamins like B12 or folate, its contribution to energy production is foundational and continuous, especially in the context of carbohydrate and fat metabolism. Pantothenic acid is essential for the synthesis of coenzyme a pivotal molecule that participates in dozens of enzymatic reactions throughout the body. Through this mechanism, vitamin B5 plays a central role in helping the body break down carbohydrates into glucose and fats into fatty acids, processes that fuel everything from muscle movement to brain function. At the heart of its metabolic power is coenzyme A, often abbreviated as CoA. This compound acts like a key that unlocks the energy stored in carbohydrates, fats, and even some proteins. When we eat carbohydrate-rich foods, such as whole grains, legumes, fruits, or starchy vegetables, the body begins digesting them into simpler sugars like glucose. For glucose to be used by the cells, it must be broken down through a series of steps that involve key enzymes. Coenzyme A is required during these steps, particularly in the citric acid cycle, also known as the Krebs cycle, where acetyl-CoA, a derivative of coenzyme A, feeds into the cycle and helps generate ADP, the molecule that powers virtually all cellular functions. Without adequate vitamin B5, the production of coenzyme A slows down, and the body's ability to efficiently extract energy from food becomes compromised. What makes pantothenic acid particularly interesting is its dual role in both carbohydrate and fat metabolism. It doesn't simply assist in one energy pathway, it bridges several. For instance, when the body runs low on carbohydrate intake, such as during fasting or low-carb diets, it switches to fat as a primary fuel source. This fat must be converted into acetyl-CoA before entering the citric acid cycle, and once again, vitamin B5 is needed to make that conversion possible. This versatility makes it a crucial vitamin not just for athletes or highly active individuals, but for anyone navigating variable energy demands, whether it's the quick mental energy needed for concentration or the sustained physical energy required for daily movement. In addition to its role in energy production, vitamin B5 supports the synthesis of important molecules like cholesterol, steroid hormones, and neurotransmitters such as acetylcholine. These functions may not be directly tied to carbohydrate breakdown, but they influence how effectively the body manages stress, maintains hormonal balance, and supports brain function, all of which indirectly impact energy levels and metabolic efficiency. Because metabolism is not just about burning calories, but about the entire orchestration of chemical reactions that sustain life, B5's broad activity underscores its importance. Pantothenic acid is widely available in a variety of foods, which makes deficiency rare under normal dietary conditions. However, because it is water-soluble and not stored in large quantities by the body, it must be consumed regularly. Whole grains, legumes, eggs, avocados, mushrooms, and chicken are all excellent sources of vitamin B5. In a well-balanced, whole food-based diet, these ingredients often appear naturally together. For example, a whole grain bowl with beans and sautéed vegetables, or a breakfast of eggs and whole grain toast with avocado. These combinations not only deliver the carbohydrates that fuel the body, but also the pantothenic acid needed to transform that fuel into energy. One of the most encouraging aspects of vitamin B5 is how well it works in concert with the other B vitamins. Together, the B-complex vitamins form a metabolic support team, with each one acting as a coenzyme or helper molecule in different stages of energy production. B5 ensures that the carbon units released from carbohydrates can be converted into acetyl-CoA, while B1, B2, B3, and B6 play roles in earlier or parallel stages of glucose metabolism. This collaborative activity is what makes meals rich and whole, unprocessed foods so powerful. They contain not just macronutrients, but the full suite of micronutrients needed to process those macronutrients effectively. Because it supports both mental and physical energy, vitamin B5 also contributes to the feeling of vitality that comes from eating well. It's not uncommon for people to notice improved focus, better mood, and greater resilience to stress when their diet supports robust B vitamin intake. While many supplements include pantothenic acid, Food-based sources offer the added benefits of fiber, antioxidants, and other phytonutrients that work together to enhance bioavailability and effectiveness. In essence, vitamin B5 is a quiet but constant force in the background of every energetic moment, every heartbeat, and every thought. It ensures that the carbohydrates and fats we consume are not just stored or burned randomly, but systematically transformed into usable energy that powers life itself. This makes pantothenic acid not just a metabolic facilitator, but a cornerstone of everyday wellness. In a world where energy is often sought from stimulants or quick fixes, turning to real foods rich in B5 offers a sustainable and nourishing way to feel more energized, balanced, and ready for the demands of the day.